Let's talk a little bit about your house this morning, because I'm sure you have beautiful windows that have beautiful views, but sometimes windows can really be enhanced with the right treatment on them. Well, Coleman Curry is here this morning. His family has the Louver Shop of Chattanooga and Cleveland. Good to see you this morning.
Thanks for having me.
50 years, family-owned business, making people's homes look even prettier.
Absolutely, absolutely. Yeah, we sell all sorts of window treatments, specialize in these plantation shutters, but we can do blinds, shades, really anything inside the house in the windows. We can take care of that.
So plantation shutters used to be one thing. Like all things, they've kind of modernized a little bit if you want them to. My best friend growing up had plantation shutters at her house, and this was, 50 years ago, so they were real wood. You can still do that, but you don't have to anymore.
Yeah, as you might imagine, there's real wood. You can do an all poly shutter. As you said years ago, that was just the only option you had, wood or bust, but now you can do quite a few things, and as you might imagine as well, the all poly option is quite a bit more economical.
You don't have a storefront, so your office is kind of your customers' homes.
Yeah, that's right.
Are you at a point where you can walk into a house and almost make recommendations of what you think would look ideal on their windows?
That's a great question. My wife would probably laugh at that. I am not a designer by heart or by trade. However, what I tell customers is I can see things and say, from maybe more of a practical perspective, what works here and what doesn't. I really like the customer to lead the conversation so that we get them exactly what they want.
Sure.
And so, I think I'm well versed in talking about the pros and cons maybe of each product versus the aesthetic route. I leave that up to, well, again, my wife and the customers.
Well, and I think that would be the answer they would want to hear,
Sure.
because each person has his or her own wish for their home. If you have like an open concept house, and you want those plantation shutters, for example, in one room, I guess the nice thing about working with you is then if you want something different maybe in your dining room, they can still get that continuous look, but from the same person.
Absolutely, yeah. I usually recommend, just for consistency, the same sight line if it's an open concept to maybe do the same product, but as you said, in a different room, there's really no faux pas. Whatever you're interested in makes you comfortable. It's your home, at the end of the day.
So in terms of getting things to your customers, it's not just the plantation shutters that you do. Is each item that you provide a different time order?
No, I would say generally speaking 4 to 6 weeks, sometimes sooner. I ordered some things the other day that came in 2 days, and so it's a mixture, but just generally they can expect 4 to 6 weeks of a lead time.
Okay, let's shift from the plantation shutters for a minute and talk about other things.
Yeah.
If you don't like to dust, sometimes shades can really be your friend.
I agree. Yeah, they're pretty much low to no maintenance, for sure.
So you can do pull on your own, or you can do remote control?
There's lots of options. Yeah, they did away with cords years ago, of course, because of safety reasons. And so now, yeah, you have a cordless option, which is the most popular, I would say. But we do have lots of motorized options. I mean, really, the sky's the limit. You can get as fancy as you want.
So with the shades, again, can those be customized? I know you mentioned the shutters can come in any color that you want. Can you pick the fabric for your shades and then have them made by you? Is that how that works?
Well, not by me specifically, but we do have vendors. So I've got numerous vendors to where I can assure you we can find whatever color you want, and as well as patterns.
A part of it too, I guess, helps with your energy costs, because you can, depending on what you're choosing, you can still let the natural light in, but there's a little bit of a barrier.
Absolutely. Typically what I say in that sense is anything you put in the window is going to save energy. Yes, there are products that are more, that are manufactured specifically for keeping cool air in and hot air in, etc. But yes, you're exactly right. Anything you put there, that's going to help for sure.
So are you window specific? You don't venture away from the window, is that right?
Currently, I mean, sliding doors, anything, to answer your question simply, yes, only windows.
That's
we do,
good.
however, do exterior shutters as well.
Oh,
But
you
again,
do?
windows specifically.
Okay, because that will transform the outside of your house too, having the right shutter.
And I will add, maybe to correct myself, we do a lot of screen porches. We can do solar shades and awnings. So I guess more than just windows, maybe windows and porches, I'll say.
Well, the awnings have become very popular
They
now.
have, especially in this part of the country.
Yeah, I think too, a lot of us are looking for houses that kind of have a layering feel. So maybe you have a modern house, but you want a little bit of old world in there thrown in, but you can provide that depending on what your customers are looking for.
Absolutely. I mean, I would argue that shutters, and I think time has proven, they're a timeless product. They've been around for so long, but I come across even folks younger than me who have just always dreamt of having that. But yes, to answer your question, we can go from modern to more, my wife uses the term boho, and I don't understand what that means.
Oh, I
but
do.
There you go. I figured you would. But point being, we can do everything.
Well, because a lot of people, we've seen that trend of everybody wanting the crisp white, and a lot of people still love that. But yeah, the warmth of that wood is back. People are looking, I think, for the grain, the natural grain. So I know exactly what your wife means by people wanting that boho. So when they reach out to you, should they call you to make an appointment? Do they go through your website? What's the best way to reach you?
They could do both. You can go to the website. We, like many companies, use a third-party calling company, and they will get in touch with me. So therefore, I think the quickest way would just give me a call, my local number, and we can set up an appointment.
Most definitely local. Your father-in-law began the company, right? This is family-owned and operated, 50 years in business, and you're here to stay.
Absolutely.
Great to meet you, Coleman.
Likewise.
Thank
you so much.
Here's their information for you to reach out to them, 203-0257, louvershop.com.